My name is Rendra and I'm from Indonesia.
Hi, Rendra.
How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm nervous. First of all, yeah,
Don't worry, I
it's
can't steal your blood.
all right. Let's talk about your new show, She-Hulk Attorney at Law. First of all, congratulations! It's such a bingeable show. I really like it, and so yeah, let's get down to it to the question. People maybe see your character Todd as a side character, but from your perspective, how you describe him as main character in his own story?
Yeah, great question, Rendra. I think Todd is definitely the main character of his own story. Uh,
Yeah.
I think his motivation is that he wants superpowers and he doesn't think that women deserve to have powers that should be allotted to men. And he's going to do everything in his power and his monetary power, especially, to get what he wants. And also, he thinks he's really hot.
I can agree. All right. So Todd doesn't have any superpower yet.
Mhm.
But there's also another side character in the story like Man Bull, El Aguila, Donny Blaze. They have their own gimmick and quirk.
Mhm.
So what is Todd quirk that separates him from another side character in MCU?
That's an interesting question, Rendra. I think his quirk is that he thinks that he's Tony Stark. Like he thinks he's on the same level, so he's gonna play the role, even though he might not look the role or actually be the role. He's gonna play that role. That's his quirk, is that he's a billionaire and he's a philanthropist, douchebag, just a nightmare person to be around. But at the end of the day, he's got a lot of money and is going to do what he can to get what he wants.
I see. Yeah, yeah, and it's a MCU superhero series, of course, and but it's also a legal comedy show, and I
Mhm.
think it's the very first of its kind. Jessica Go, the showrunner, she's amazing,
Incredible.
and for you as someone who worked
Work with her.
could you tell us your perspective of how her sense of comedy shaped the show and your character?
Yeah, it's another great question, Rendra. I think that Jessica, who comes from a obviously very funny background writing for Rick and Morty, and now, she
Yeah.
created Pickle Rick. She knows comedy. Um, but I think what she did with this series, which elevated her writing even more, is not only does she know comedy, but she knows people. And I think the intersection between understanding how to really spotlight how a person would act if they wanted to be a lawyer but they had superpowers, or how an incel group would act if they had to deal with a woman who had superpowers. Like, these are all things that, like, obviously we're never going to deal with, but like, we see it in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, in sort of the like way people talk about it, the toxic masculinity issues that people have. It's sort of apparent, and she's just so good at just like hitting it right on the mark. She's just a funny person, you
All
know.
right.
Funny
Yeah.
people write funny stuff.
Again, congratulations. It's very nice to talk with you. See you.